The Patriot Chapter 5. Corporate greed. The boardroom on the 47th floor overlooked the entire city. Below, millions of homes depended on electricity. Inside, 9 people discussed how to make those same people pay even more. Mr. Salazar, CEO of Titan Electric Corporation, stood before a massive presentation screen. Our losses this quarter are unacceptable. A graph appeared. We'll introduce another adjustment, Mrs. Ortega smiled. Not a rate increase. A compliance fee, Mr. Morano, chief legal officer, nodded. We'll have Congress present it as a government requirement. No one questioned whether it was right. Only whether the public would believe it. Congressman Benitez had already promised support. Senator Ortiz had agreed to defend the proposal in the Senate. The corporation had done this for years. Every failed investment, every executive bonus, every transmission loss, every unnecessary expense, the people paid for all of it. Even homeowners installing solar panels had become targets. New permits, new inspection fees, new penalties. Anything that threatened corporate profits had to disappear. For decades, they had drained the nation, one electric bill at a time. That evening, 9 names appeared on Yuri's list. For the first time, he smiled. Not because he desired revenge. Because maybe, just maybe, millions of people would finally breathe easier. Judgment 1, Miss Gomez, Sunday morning. She and her fiancé drove toward church. She never made it. A robbery erupted inside a passing bus. An undercover police officer engaged the gunmen. Bullets shattered the morning. One stray round pierced the windshield. It struck Miss Gomez directly through the heart. She died before her fiancé could even say goodbye. The proposal she helped create would never reach Monday. Judgment 2, Mrs. Guevara. She celebrated early. The proposal was practically approved. At a beach resort surrounded by family, champagne glasses rose into the air. Then her son screamed. She rushed into the water. She reached him. The lifeguard reached both of them. Her son survived. She did not. Not completely. She suffered prolonged oxygen deprivation before being found. Weeks later, she awoke. Unable to speak. Unable to move half her body. For the rest of her life, she would depend entirely on others. The woman who once squeezed every peso from struggling families would now learn what it meant to rely on compassion. Judgment 3, Mr. Tan and Mrs. Avila, partners, executives, secret lovers. They flew to Hong Kong to celebrate the proposal that would enrich them both. They never reached the airport. A speeding truck ignored a red light. Metal twisted. Glass exploded. The crash left both of them alive barely, comatose. Their phones survived. Their messages did not. Wife and husband, children, parents. Everyone learned the truth. 2 families shattered. Not by death, by betrayal. Judgment 4, Mr. Salazar, Sunday. Blue skies. Perfect weather, Mr. Salazar teed off at the country's most exclusive golf course. He left. Another profitable year. Another increase approved. He raised his club. The clouds rolled in, no rain. No warning. Only one bolt, white, blinding, violent. The lightning struck only him. His caddy stood untouched. The golf club melted in his hands. Witnesses later swore the smell of burnt metal lingered long after the storm had vanished. The man who had sold power for profit was consumed by it. Judgment 5, Mrs. Ortega. After hearing of the deaths, Mrs. Ortega refused to leave her mansion. Every meeting became virtual. Every curtain remained closed. She trusted technology. She trusted electricity. She trusted the system she had helped build. Monday morning, the emergency Zoom meeting began. 7 executives joined. Then the lights flickered. The backup generator activated. Then failed. Every screen froze. Every electronic lock in the panic room engaged simultaneously. The automated fire suppression system malfunctioned. Instead of releasing gas, it sealed every ventilation duct. She screamed. Her security team could hear her pounding on the reinforced steel door. No code worked. No override responded. By the time engineers forced it open, the room was silent. The woman who trapped millions inside endless bills had died inside a prison built by her own technology. Judgment 6, Mr. Morano. He spends the day destroying documents and preparing legal arguments to distance the corporation from the proposal. Late that evening, he stays alone in the firm's document archive. Rows of shelves tower over him, packed with thousands of legal binders. As he reaches for a box on the highest shelf, one rack suddenly shifts. The locking mechanism, untouched for decades, fails. One shelf collapses. Then another. Like dominoes, thousands of pounds of legal books and archived cases bury him alive. When rescuers finally reach him, they find him crushed beneath the very laws he spent years twisting to protect greed. Symbolism: the law literally buries the man who abused it. Congressman Benitez immediately withdrew the proposal. Senator Ortiz publicly denied ever supporting it. The nation praised them for listening to the people. Neither knew their names had already appeared at the bottom of Yuri's list. Yuri stared at the remaining names. His fingers tightened around the paper. For the first time, he felt disappointment. 2 lawmakers still lived. They deserved judgment. Why had the list stopped? His breathing became heavier. A whisper echoed from somewhere inside the darkness. Patience, but another voice, his own, answered differently. No, finish them. Yuri froze. The thought had not come from the darkness. It had come from him, and that frightened him more than anything he had seen since accepting the mark.